Hello, it's another week, and this week you're going to be looking for the market breakdown for the coming week, which is going to begin on the 4th of November and going to end on the 8th of November. This is 1 month. We are almost winding up a year, so we're going to be looking for the market breakdown for the coming week, which is going to begin with XAUUSD or gold, and this is H4 time frame. For XAUUSD or gold USD, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction, temporary bullish direction, as we are waiting for it to give us a clear double tops so that it can drop down. Where do we go? Where will we be looking our entry? Our entry point will be observed when the market opens. We'll look for a break and retest at this level. We'll look for a buying opportunity at this level, holding it through at that point. And then we'll look for a selling opportunity there, and we'll add another position after the break and retest of the neck of the double tops, holding it toward our targeted area here. This is XAUUSD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week, it's CAD. And for CAD for this coming week, you're going to be looking for a temporary bullish direction and long-term bearish direction. This is XAUUSD, CAD, and it's H4 time frame. As you can see, we have this as the first shoulder, we have the head, and then it gave us, we are anticipating we'll have the second shoulder, and then we will drop down toward that area. Now, where do we get our entry? Our entry point will be observed in the market area, or where the market opened at this point. Will be scalp for scalpers. We will scalp toward this area, and then from here, swing traders will look for our entry opportunity of adding a selling position and waiting for a break and retest of this support and resistance. We rather add another position at this point, holding it toward our targeted area. This is CAD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from CAD, it's AUD JPY. And for AUD JPY for the coming week, we're going to be looking for a temporary bearish direction. This is daily time frame. Temporarily bearish direction, whereby it comes back to touch this trend line of ours, and then from there we will look for a buying opportunity at this level, holding it toward that trend line position of ours. This is AUD JPY and this is daily time frame. The big reason for us to go up, it's because of the double bottoms, clear double bottoms, and the big reason for us to come back, it's because we are completing up the wave 4, those who count wave, as this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, now we have wave 4. So we are expecting that it will go up again. This is AUD JPY and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from AUD JPY, it's CAD JPY. And for CAD JPY, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction. This is daily time frame. And the big reason for us to be going up, it's because of the double bottoms, and the market has successfully come back to retest the neck of this double bottom of ours and the broken trend line. So we will have a pullback toward that targeted area for this coming week. So for the coming week, we're going to be looking for a buying opportunity when the market opens at this level where the market is, and after the break and retest of this support or resistance. We'll add another position, holding it toward our targeted area. This is CAD JPY and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on is JPY. And for JPY, we're going to be looking for a temporary bullish direction. Let me first visit this H4 time frame and clarify why are we going to be having a temporary downtrend. The reason for us to have a temporary downtrend, it's because first we have this first top, second top, and the market has successfully broken this trend line of ours. This is the major trend in daily time frame, and due to that situation, we are anticipating that the market will drop down, coming back to retest our broken trend line, or this one, and then from there we'll look for a buying opportunity, holding it toward our targeted area, which can be viewed in the daily time frame. I think everybody can see it clearly. Where we are targeting, And the big reason for us to be going up, it's because first we have the breach out of this downtrend of ours, and apart from that also we have clear double bottoms which has come back to retest the neck. So we are anticipating that it will drop down a little, then from there we'll add our position for buying this pair. This is Chief JPY and this is daily time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from Chief JPY, it's Euro JPY. And for Euro JPY, we're going to be having a bearish direction. And the big reason behind for us to have a bearish direction, it's because the market has reached to a certain point where there is obstacle for a trend line, apart from having an obstacle for a trend line. And also there is like a consolidation where it's still consolidating, and also there's a breach out of an uptrend. This uptrend has been breached out and it has reached to a downtrend point, and also it has broken and it has come back to retest. Now what does it form? Since we have this first top and we had this second top, we might have the third top at this level, then it's when we're going to be selling this pair toward the targeted area. Where do we anticipate to be getting our entry? Our entry point will be observed there. Any area at this level, we look for entry opportunity, and after the break and retest of this neck of this triple top switch about to be formed, and after the break and retest of this trend line of ours, also we have three presses toward our position, holding it toward our targeted area. This is Euro JPY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from Euro JPY is GBP JPY. And for GBP JPY for this coming week, you're going to be having a little drop, and the drop is there just to give us a continuation, or to give us a good retest of the broken support or resistance. As you can see, we have a triangle pattern formed here. Market can drop down or can break up, but high probability to break up to come back to retest this support or resistance of ours. Then from there it's when we're going to be having a pullback. Now when it make a pull, it make a break and retest of this trend of ours, we look for selling opportunity, holding it toward this targeted area. We will sell this pair, holding it toward this targeted area. And at this level, we look for a buying opportunity. But if it breaks direct and retest this support or resistance, we look also for a buying opportunity there, holding it toward our targeted area. This is H4. Let's go to daily and see where we are anticipating for it to be moving toward. So we are anticipating for it to be moving toward that direction. This is GBP JPY, and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from GBP JPY, it's NZD JPY. And for NZD JPY for this coming week, you're going to be looking for a bullish direction. And the big reason behind for us to look for a bullish direction is because of the double bottoms formation. Now the market is almost approaching to break this neck of ours, and if it's successful, it will wait for a retest, then adding our position, holding it toward our targeted area. This is this is NZD JPY, and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from daily time, apart from NZD JPY, it's USD JPY. And for USD JPY for this coming week, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction as the high probability direction. So we're anticipating that because there is this trend line of ours. Now we'll look for a buying opportunity when the market open at this level, and then we will add another position after the break and retest of this support or resistance, holding it toward the targeted area. But also the reason for us to go up, it's because we are the first shoulder, we have the head, and then the market is almost forming the second shoulder, so that we can continue moving up with the 8. And sometimes it might break this trend line of ours and retest it. Now we will not drop far, we just drop toward this support or resistance. At this level, it's when we're going to take our buy also. This is USD JPY, and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from USD JPY for this coming week, Apart from USD JPY, it's Euro AUD. Yep. And for Euro AUD for this coming week, we will be looking for a bearish opportunity. Since we had a wedge pattern, and the market gave us a good first shoulder head and then the second shoulder, and the market has break very well and gave us the retest on the neck and the touch of the trend line. Now it's a good time for us to look for selling opportunity. The market open at this level, holding it toward this targeted area. This is Euro AUD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from Euro AUD for this coming week, it's Euro CAD. And for Euro CAD for this coming week, because of the clear double bottoms formation, apart from clear double bottoms formation, the wedge pattern which can be observed clearly in this H4 time frame, and double bottoms. Now we are in a good situation of looking for a buying opportunity. When the market opens, we look for our entry at this level, buying this pair, holding it to a targeted area. This is Euro CAD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from Euro CAD, it's Euro Chief. And for Euro Chief for this coming week, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction. And since we're still in a double bottom pattern, now the market will make a little move toward this trend line of ours. It's when we're going to look for a buying opportunity, holding it toward a targeted area, but we'll add a position when the break and retest of this neck, this neck of the first shoulder head and the second shoulder. Yeah, it's when we're going to be adding another position there due to that neck of the head and shoulder pattern, and we'll be holding it toward that targeted area. This is Euro Chief and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from Euro Chief, it's Euro USD. And for Euro USD for this week, we're going to be looking for a bearish direction. Also, the reason behind it's because of the double tops. As you can see, it's making the second top. Now we'll look for entry opportunity at this level, and after the break and retest of this neck of this trend line, we'll add another position after the break and retest of this neck. We'll add another trend support. Another entry holding it toward our targeted area. But also it might break up. If it's successful, break this support or resistance, we wait for a good retest, adding our position for a buying opportunity heading where it's heading. This is Euro USD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at, it's Euro GBP. And for Euro GBP in a H4 time frame, as we can see, it has broken this triangle of ours. Now it has made a retest. We'll look for a selling opportunity at this level, holding it toward our targeted area in the daily. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what we can see. Yeah, in the daily time frame, as you can see, the market has successfully break out this trend line and then it is retesting it. Now we're waiting for a big move toward this targeted area. This is Euro GBP and this is daily time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on, and this is our last pair, it's Euro NZ. And for Euro NZ for this coming week, you're going to be looking for a selling opportunity. The big reason behind is because we had the first shoulder, we had the second shoulder, the head, and then this is the second shoulder, and the breakout of this trend line. We're waiting for a good retest to add our position of selling, and then wait for a break and retest of this neck of this head and shoulder pattern, and to sell again, holding it toward our targeted area. This is Euro NZ and this is H4 time frame. For those who need account management training mentorship, and for those who haven't yet reviewed all the videos, there's some educative videos in our YouTube channel. You can subscribe and switch on post notifications so that it can be altered whenever we are posting such kind of analysis. And for those who need one-on-one training, I will be back in Dar es Salaam by the end of next week. So start making your bookings. The seats are still available. One-on-one training in Dar es Salaam. one-on-one training in Dar es Salaam. And we'll be back in Dar es Salaam by this November. Happy paper chasing week, traders.